All right, we hit the button. Enjoy my hoarding mess, by the way, in the background. I'm not. Nope. It's not as bad as it looks. There's floor there.
It's a little regiment bullshit. Someone had a chip on their shoulder and wanted to apparently get an even deeper chip in their shoulder. Um, then in the meantime, our good friend Cree Silverplume was off on a
Test.
journey of self-discovery with less alcohol. With his new question mark friend Leon, they headed over to the familiar Forest of Zare, where our old party was
Test.
quite quite familiar with this area. Um, as a refresher,
Professionals.
Leon has received reports about weird, almost like moving tree kind of people. It's chalked up to the people are just seeing shit. But ever since the big red dragon incident here in the forest, things haven't seemed right. They've been getting a lot of reports. So guilds just send some people to check it out. It was a solo mission for Leon. He asked you to tag along. So we roll up, you know, on horseback. You get to the forest, and you enter the entrance. And you've seen this before. It's the campsite you used last time you were here, kind of in the middle. Looks like it hasn't been used since the last time you were here.
It looks like it hasn't been used since I've last been here. Can I roll an investigation check on that?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Um,
This is not something I would be smart enough to
18.
notice.
18.
18. Um, yeah, it looks as far as you can remember, doesn't look like anyone's used it. It's in like over a month, probably. Um, Probably more like 4, 5, 6 months, maybe.
So, this campsite is kind of in the middle of like intersecting paths, right?
Yes, yes.
Do I, off the top of my head or out of the corner of my eye, do I notice any kind of tracks that seem, at least somewhat bipedal?
Um, Nothing fresh. It just looks. It's got the 4 trails going off each direction. No like footprints or anything, but they're like worn down paths. The same as they were last time you were here. One going in all 4.
Okay.
Leon is also kind of looking around, just investigating. Would you like to do anything?
Um, well, if I investigate the campsite, I assume there's nothing that really reaches out to me that I can grab flying around, I assume.
No, empty crates and just some empty tents that are kind of like dilapidated and fallen down.
um, well, Leon, there doesn't seem to be much stuff here. Shall we pack it up and go home?
Uh, Not gonna go home. Um, we're gonna at least take a quick like lap. Make sure there's nothing here, and then just to be safe, we'll probably spend night here and then ride back in the morning. Just make sure that everything is all well and good for the report. That way we can close the books on this, and we don't gotta send anyone else out here in a couple weeks or set up a patrol or some shit.
Okay.
Due diligence. You've been here last. You
Yep.
kind of remember anything you think we should go check out or a direction you want to start?
Well, since you so kindly asked, I will remember on our behalf that there was a grove of trees where there was a Fey connection, and then another path was a camp of bandits, and then another path was a graveyard of recently buried bodies, or was it resurrected? I don't recall. And then the last path was a path to a sort of dragon's lair, a horde, if you will. And that was hidden behind an illusion that could only be broken by something. I don't remember what Barnair handed us. But yeah, that's all that transpired last time we were here. That's all that I can recall. If I had to take a guess as to what's the most likely culprit for our supposed walking trees, it's probably something Fey related. That's my guess. And then if we don't see anything that way, don't ask me which way, because I don't know. I don't remember. If it's not that, then we can check out the old bandit camp.
Lovely. So you don't remember which one, so should we just like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and just like go?
No, let's just go this way. And I point to the rightmost path from the entrance.
Lovely. You'll start exploring on that way. Be warned, half of my maps have somehow disappeared, and I totally haven't been pissed. So this is all the force of air you get. Be warned. You start wandering down the path, and as you're walking, give me a perception check.
19.
19. You reckon something kind of like clicks in the back of your head, and you're like, oh, this does appear to be the path that the weird, like, Fey rune circle was at.
We're probably on track here, Leon. So I'll give you a probably. That is to where the Fey growth is.
Well, good news. You remembered after all.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, when you say, like, Fey Grove, I'm sorry, I didn't really read the report. That was around the time I was dealing with your larceny event. What kind of Fey? What do you remember more about this Fey circle bullshit?
No, I don't. I just remember one of our party members had a dealing with it, and then I think we stood by and watched or something like that. And I'm gonna take a wild guess here, and that what happened there transpired in a different time scale. I'd be correct. A bunch of us kind of stood around looking, and then for them, it happened. Or for us, it happened instantly, and then for them, it took however amount of time. I think.
Got it. Okay. Well, keep your eyes peeled. Like I said, we're looking for trees and not like these and emotions around ones that like move, I guess. I've never heard of moving trees before, so this is a new one for me. I've heard of like moving sand and like sandstorms and sand monsters, but moving trees.
Now, why is that? Are you from the land of sand, so to speak?
Yeah, I'm from the east.
Well, this place is more my territory, so to speak.
You mean like this forest in particular, or
No.
forests in general?
Just trees, just forests.
Do you like trees?
They're fine.
After this slightly lengthy conversation, you do roll up on the grove that looked. There's a circle of like runes in the ground, and just kind of a clearing.
Well, would you look at that? It's a bunch of words. I don't know what that is. Is it Fey? You tell me.
Leon goes up and starts poking at and investigating the runes.
Is that safe? I don't know if you should just You know, touch
I'm a
that.
professional. I'm a professional. I've got this. Don't worry. I do this for a
Oh,
living.
yeah, I'm sure.
Um,
Okay.
okay, I got this. And he goes. He starts poking at the runes. And while he's doing that, let me find the thing that I need for the session that I thought I pulled out.
No, I'll just be over here, and I take a swig.
Do you do that openly?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is this? I thought I had it pulled up. Where the fuck did
While
this
you're doing that, I'm gonna switch my shirts.
go for it? Can't I find the one thing?
That'd make for a very confusing YouTube video. If you
He's
were to
just
chop it up.
he's just getting ready. Oh, there's the shirt. I mean, I mark these videos as not safe for children, so you know.
I mean, changing them.
Not safe for work is what you mean.
No, really, not safe for children.
What?
It asks. Every
Ah.
YouTube video you upload, they ask, is this video safe for children?
Cool. All right.
You know what swearing I do? Not really.
After
Fucking
like
piece of shit.
probably like 2-3 minutes, Leon kind of kneels down on the ground and draws his sword and just kind of like lifts up one of the runes, like pries it up and goes, "Yep, these are inactive. If they had any kind of power left, they'd be not glued to the ground, but like I wouldn't be able to lift them up like this."
All right, I walk
Probably-
on over next to him. So you can just we can pick these up and take them home or something. I don't know what's the deal with these.
I
They're just-
mean, we could. I don't think the forest would like that. But we could. They're not active anymore. If they were active and I had done what I just did, I would be in probably the Feywild right now. Honestly, probably with the way time were, I'd probably be dead by now.
Oh, okay, that's good. You know, you're a professional. I'm glad you're still here with us. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch this shit then.
I mean, it's perfectly safe, as I've shown. He
no,
picks
yeah,
the one
no.
up that he pried, and he starts like tossing it in his hand. It's perfectly safe. But here you want it, and he tosses it at you.
I don't want the shit. Put it back. You said the forest is gonna get angry. The trees might shoot us or something. Good God.
Shoot us with what?
I
They're
don't know,
trees.
branches or shit. To splinter us.
Like, how are you imagining this happens? Like, they just raise their arm and splinters come out of it?
You're look. We're out here looking for walking trees. We know if they can walk, who's to say they can't just pull out a bow and arrow made of themselves? Would you want to
So
see
that
that
seems-
bow and arrow made
that
of
seems-
flesh?
That seems cannibalistic. I don't think trees would do that.
No, they maybe wouldn't do that, but talking about
They
walking trees.
wouldn't do it?
I don't know.
Oh, hello.
Alright, what's up, Austin?
I definitely forgot it was Monday.
What's up, boss?
All
Okay.
good.
You're good.
I forgot
It's
this was
it's
possibly happening.
it's the Richard
Sorry.
spin-off episode, so we're good.
It is the Richard spin-off episode.
Alright,
Oh,
we-
is his character going around doing a lot of stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you just make a wood joke?
No? No. No.
I don't even need to roll insight. I
Don't
never
you?
mind then.
You sure you don't want any of these runes? Like, you sure?
You just said. You just told me. I take a swig. That the forest is gonna get angry if we pick this shit up.
I didn't say it would. I said the forest might not like it. But also, its connection to the Fae is kind of cut off. So, I don't think it's
Is this
gonna
useful? Are these runes useful? Or these are just?
I mean,
these are
Varnero
words?
could probably repurpose them for his project he's been working on.
Oh, so
One of his projects.
they do have a use. They're not easy to just recreate.
Oh no, you can't just make these. I don't know. Some druid made these. And fuck if anyone knows how they work. We can't just make these again. No, we can use them, maybe,
My
I'm gonna put-
professional opinion is that we should just leave them here. But if you want to take this, want to anger the trees, so one of them comes out of here and whacks us with a branch, be my guest.
For if there are walking trees, the reports indicate that they're already angry. So
Let's just leave it here.
I think these could be invaluable. So you know what? I'm gonna at least put it in the report, and we can tell Varner about it. And if he wants them, we can always come back.
Sounds good to me. I'm not going to be a part of this. Let's carry on.
And he kind of like helps himself up, and kind of catches up to you. He's like, "All right, you said bandit camp next?
Yep. I totally remember what that is.
Cool." You guys walk out, and you're back at the clearing. We'll fast forward to the clearing. Right.
It's northeast. So the top right path. It's here.
Cool. Start going down the northeast pass. He goes. So yeah, trees.
Crazy weather. Dude. Dude. It's hot, How hot is it outside?
Oh, it's got to be at least like 90 degrees.
Holy shit, it's
I'm not for sure. Call was about to say 70 degrees.
that'd be hot. That'd still be hot for me. I'm a bird. My foliage, or plumage rather, it attracts the heat.
It's okay, your bones are hollow.
My bones are hollow and thin.
Do you like do good with the heat with all that like that? I know I do well because of and he like just points at his skin.
Yeah. You're a dragonborn. Well, no, I don't do particularly well with the heat, but I deal with it. And it's not like it didn't ever get this hot when I was growing up, but it was certainly a lot cooler in the sky as opposed to down here.
You spend, I don't mean to intrude. Did you spend most of your time like did you like come down to, I don't want to say the ground, but did you spend much time down here with us walking folks, or mainly just up in the sky beyond our reach? Or some of
Walking
our
folks.
reach?
Well, most of my time was spent up in the tree. I didn't know how to walk, mind you, as did everyone up there, because a lot of the tree is very walkable when you build around it. But, yeah, most of my time was spent up in the sky.
Now I've got a real question for you.
I'm sure you did.
I don't know, maybe it's a similar expression up there. We have one down here, learning to like run before you walk. Now, did you guys up there, did any of you learn to fly before you learned to like walk or crawl, or like how does that work? Are you guys born with your wings? Like, is that like a puberty thing?
Well, the
Hello?
way it works. Hello there.
Did I hear my name?
Camera's blind. No,
No.
no.
Okay, sorry.
Well, the way it works is your wings sprout when you're a couple years old, before puberty typically, and when your parents deem the age is right, they throw you off, and if you're not able to fly, your parents just fly down after you and catch you, and this process repeats until you know how to fly, basically.
I'm sorry. How old do your parents fling you off the tree? Did you say like 2, 3?
Yeah. Well, the age of maturity for winged folk is a little different than humans, or, to be honest, I'm rather uneducated about the lifespan of dragonborn, such as yourself. But most birds, I don't think, live to be older than 60, I want to say.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Don't get me wrong, a couple years old is still very young, but
No, we Dragonborns by, I guess, human use. What? That's another thing. how everything's human centric. It makes no sense, but like compared to human, we reach kind of like our peak by like 15 human years. So like we get up, but like still 3 is like should be like chucked off. Maybe it's just the chucking off a tree that scares me, not the age per se.
Yeah, well, it's all
What happens
safe.
if how do you guarantee the safety? Like, what if the child is falling faster than you can fly down? What if it's a really fat kid?
Okay, well, here's where science is a really strong word, but basically, it's something really a fat kid, so to speak. No, there's pretty much no such thing as a fat bird, by the way, but I suppose there was. They would actually probably be falling slower than just a normal kid because of the amount of area that is, causing the wind to hit them. But the parents
Wind
will pretty
resistance,
much
okay.
wind resistance, sure. Pretty much always the parent is going to be able to, if they know how to fly, everyone does, then they know how to dive faster than someone who doesn't know how to fly, because they'll be able to cut through the wind resistance.
Is there like the area that this is done? Is there like a set place where like there's no like branches in the? I'm very concerned. Like the kid goes and like hits some branches. Like, is it just like a clear straight drop? Like,
As the branching out of the tree gets higher and higher, the branches stick out further typically. So wherever you are, you just go to the end of your branch, your family's branch, or your tribe's branch, because Tall Spire was very large. There shouldn't be anything under you, relatively speaking. Maybe there's another bird under you. That's unlikely. Could happen. But no, there's nothing. There's not any kind of like buildings you'll ever hit or other branches.
Am I present?
No.
no.
Okay, never mind.
So, sorry for this weird tangent. There's never been like a horror story of like kid jumps or gets pushed, hits like a branch or another like an obstacle or something, and like kind of like horrific tragedy that's like called this practice into question. Like it's all gone smoothly every time.
To my knowledge, it just works fine. I'm sure if I ever took the time to read any of the few books we had, maybe I could find something in there, but of all the circles that I was in, that's just how everyone was. That's how everyone was raised. And nothing ever bad really came of it. Some people took a long time to learn how to fly, some people didn't.
Oh. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. It's by this point that you guys do arrive at the bandit camp where the party fought their very first mage and didn't almost die at all.
Well, here, there were some bandits, and, they were hired by, we'll call him Jim. They were hired by a Jim to, kill one of our party members. And, yeah, that's about all I know.
Not all of you, just one of you in particular.
Yeah, but we were kind of in the way, so yeah, that's how that ended up.
What were they doing? Did they know your party member was coming here, or did you guys run into them on accident here?
I guess we ran into them by accident. We just stumbled upon their camp, I think.
Well, I don't know if that's unlucky or lucky.
I mean, better to deal with the problem sooner than later, I guess. So I'll call it luck.
So. All right. So there's like a bunch of like wooden buildings. There's a wooden like watchtower. And Leon just kind of looks around and is like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go, I guess, check inside the buildings for walking trees or signs of walking trees. Take a look around, I guess."
So I shall.
He's gonna check inside the building for walking trees. Is this guy fucking deaf?
Can I roll investigation?
Please do.
12.
12. I forget. You guys did not take the time to bury any of the bodies, did you?
Hell no. Hell no.
Okay. So I should have prefaced this with you roll up and there's still like decomposing bodies strewn about where
Not
y'all
only the
killed
animals,
them.
but months down the line, it's just skeletons. Would it not?
Oh, it's there's it's mainly skeletons with like some remnants of flesh on some of them. There is the zombie dude that came back that you fought. Again, support like his like I think he was missing a leg or something. That's like very clear because it's in like his big metal greave um on the ground there and Leon Leon just walks into one of the huts to start investigating. On your 12, you notice nothing's really changed since the last time you've been here. Bodies have been picked clean by animals.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I guess I'll take this opportunity to go out to the edge of the clearing here, and I would like to closely examine one of the trees.
Give me a nature check.
Literally one. Intelligence. 14.
Got it. And what is it that you're looking for? You're just trying to like look at this tree and gather all you can from this tree.
Generally speaking, I've been in this forest a while, and I've been around trees my entire life, so I guess I'm trying to see if there's anything particularly off about this tree, or maybe more specifically the trees of the Forest of Zaire in general, that are different from the trees in this area, like the trees by like Lumberton or something like that.
Um, you're like you said, you're pretty familiar with trees and you've been here before. Um, Nothing really seems different or like off with these trees per se. Um, you got a 14 on your nature check, right?
Yep, yep.
You're not seeing any kind of like exotic trees that you wouldn't expect to see in this forest. Just a lot of like pine trees, nothing really fancy. There's not like a random birch tree sticking out or anything that you've noticed. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. You're staring out into the trees, really trying to like focus. And for a second you thought you saw like a shape move, but once your eyes kind of like refocus, you realize it was just a branch swaying in the wind.
Hmm. Is the wind particularly strong on this 90-degree day?
It's not the strongest, but like there's a slight breeze every now and then through the coming from the south.
Okay. Okay. Um. What's up?
Hello. Hello?
Hmm.
Can you answer
Hello.
me?
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Do any of these corpses? I walk away from the trees on the edge of the clearing. Do any of these corpses appear to have a mouth on it?
Give me. Hmm. I like making you roll. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, that's not good. 6.
6. Um, Most of them are just skeletons with like little pieces of flesh every now and then, like hanging off it. Most of them look to be picked clean either by crows or like wolves or you guys last time you were here with like the wounds in the bodies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I would like to cast Augury. Would you like me to describe what the spell does?
Yeah, read it to me.
I will ask by rolling some bones about a specific course of action I will take within the next 30 minutes, and then you will say whether or not it's good results, bad results, both good and bad results, or nothing, or neither good or bad.
Okay.
Okay. I will cast Augury, and I will say that I plan to cut down the next tree I see.
Oh, okay. How do I respond to that?
You could do wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for good and bad results, or nothing for neither good or bad results.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay. What would you consider good results?
What I consider good results.
I'm gonna say both good and bad results.
Bitch. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. All right. Yeah, I'm obviously gonna not do that. Now that I've heard that. All right. Well, I guess I'll go find Leon. I think I've looked around enough here.
You walk over to the house that Leon walked into, and he's just on his knee again, poking at a skeleton with his sword.
Not very talkative, is he?
No, speak with the dead.
I do, but does he have a mouth? And I look on over to the body that he's poking.
No. No, I mean, could we like? You think there's enough flesh out there to tape flesh to his jaw? Would that work?
So you're a paladin? Okay.
I mean, y'all didn't bury the bodies last time.
All right, you're right. We
So-
didn't bury the bodies. Okay. Well, what are we trying to find out here? Because this guy is a bandit, and was hired to kill someone from our party. You want to ask him? What are we gonna ask him even? I don't think he knows what's going on about when he walk in trees. I'm gonna be honest here.
No, I mean, did y'all ever? You're the party member. Like, you guys concluded this was it, and like there aren't people trying to kill him or anything. Like that's all sorted. You guys don't need any more information about that.
I think we're fine. Well, I can't speak for my other party members that scattered and did whatever, but none of my business anyway. No, this bandit's not relevant. Unless
Okay.
you think he has something to do with the Fae, the forest, or whatever.
I mean, I doubt it. And since he's been dead, he couldn't tell us about things that happened after he died. So, like,
We could insult him, I guess.
did you say insult him?
Yeah.
Why?
Hellish
He's an
rebuke.
asshole. This guy's an asshole. This guy probably shot me with a bow or something.
So you want to disturb his his slumber, his eternal life, to insult him because he maybe shot you with a bow?
Yeah, well, try to kill my former party members. Oh, I'll do him good if I ever, decide to do that. Maybe I'll bury him when I'm done with him.
I mean, we definitely should collect these bones and bring them at least back to the church and clean them up and actually lay them to rest.
Oh, you want to bring them back to church? I was thinking of just digging them some graves, but obviously shallow graves is well.
There's a lot of bodies here, and I mean, we could, if you want, we could also. They're already decomposed. We could just use the bones. We could bless and purify the bones and use them in maybe some rituals at the church. And one, they get to move on if they're lingering, and they get to serve purpose here still on the mortal plane.
Actually, I remember that there were some shallow graves in the forest here, and that kind of disturbed me when I saw them last. So, what do you propose? We're gonna send a regiment here to collect all the bones eventually, or did you want us to do that?
I was just gonna start throwing them in my bag. I'll be real. I didn't bring anything besides like a sleeping bag.
Do we even have enough room to carry all these bones? There's got to be like at least 10 dead guys here.
I mean,
I have a bag of holding.
I know you have a bag of holding. Do I have a bag of holding? Does Leon have a bag of holding?
Leon.
Oh, I wasn't sure what
as
was that. So
No, this is still the Kree and Leon adventure that we never finished up. Leon at here in bag of holding goes, "Oh, that's right," and like from his side pulls a bag of holding and goes, "Yeah, we'll just use this. This will be fine."
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's do that.
And he starts just
Very
opens it,
convenient
just
that the DM makes it
shovels,
convenient that he has a bag of holding.
just shovels, starts shoveling the bones into his bag of holding and goes,
All right, I help him collect bones as well and shove them in the bag.
"Did you think this is how we'd be spending our day? Cleaning up your old mess?
My old mess. Look,
Your party's old mess. I didn't mean to put all the responsibility just on you, even though you,
that's
your
okay.
party's mess."
I'm quite used to it, even if it's not from other people.
What do you mean used to it? Used to what?
I clear my throat and I walk away to collect the next body of bones.
Leon doesn't push you further, but just kind of like gives you like a look as you walk away, like, okay.
Giving
Okay.
you side eye.
Side eye. You guys finish gathering the bones. The sun is getting kind of low in the sky. You've probably got like another maybe 2 hours of daylight left.
Okay. Did we finish? We finished collecting all the bones.
You've got all the bones.
I'm sure your bag of holding smells wonderful now.
I mean, I don't live in it, so
Oh, not yet. All right. What next?
yeah, I guess we go check out the other two paths. Just do a quick once over, and then since it's getting pretty late, I guess we could camp for the night at that campsite, then head home in the morning.
So we shall.
You all make your way back to the beginning campsite, and he's like, "All right, do we want to like just keep going in this counterclockwise order, or do you want to mix it up?"
Let's see here. Okay. Gonna take a wild guess here, and that the shallow graves was top left. It was northwest. So let's go there next, and then we'll save the dragon horde for tomorrow, if we're even still up to doing whatever this is tomorrow morning.
We're doing, I don't know what we're doing. There's not a name for.
I don't know
There's
what
not a
we're doing here.
name. There's not a name for investigating reported of moving trees.
We're looking for walking trees. All right.
Yeah. We're investigating. That's what it's called.
All right. Northwest.
You start making your journey northwest. And this time Leon doesn't have any kind of like random bullshit question to ask you, and he's just kind of like walking ahead in silence. After a minute or two, you roll up and you realize the path is blocked by trees. And you remember that this is probably the way to the dragon lair, and the illusion has reinserted itself.
Oh, would you look at that? It would appear that someone sealed off the graves that were here, or I just can't remember where it was. So, I'm fucking with you. This is probably the dragon horde. All right, what now? You want to just try to walk through this, or you probably don't have any magic tincture juice to dispel this or whatever.
Magic tincture juice? No, I'm sorry, fresh out. I used my last bottle yesterday. So there's no way. Did you guys try walking through it last time? Is it gonna like kill us? Is it gonna like trap us? Like, is it a trap? Is this just an illusion? What?
Hmm.
You are the expert in this situation.
Oh, I sure am. That's why I'm gonna do this. And I pick up a rock and I throw it at the illusion.
Give me an unarmed attack roll.
What the hell is that? Okay. This plus this. 12.
The rock soars through, and you hear it bouncing off branches before it finally thumps against the ground, probably like 15 feet in front of you.
Well, those look like actual trees, and I mean, we could
Yeah.
probably just wade through them, but I don't know if that's a good idea, to be honest.
Do you think that wading through them would eventually get us to the dragon lair?
It might. It might also not. If it did get us to the dragon lair, my prediction is that the branches are going to start whacking us, or the tree's going to uproot itself and start, walking around. Because
So you think these trees are potentially the magic trees?
These are the most magical trees here. At least they probably are, since some magic tincture juice dispelled them last time we were here.
So does that mean that they're real trees or they're fake trees, but they're real fake trees?
That is a good question. How about we do this? And I get out my materials to ritual cast augury again. And if you cast the spell 2 or more times, okay, great. So it still has a 100% success rate. All right. Well, casting augury. Me and Leon will wade through these trees to get to the other side. That's what I plan to do, I mean.
Nothing.
All right, I get up from the ritual. I clean up the items I have. I turn to Leon. Nothing's gonna happen if we go through the trees. Meaning, we're gonna get stuck and lost probably. So we're not getting through.
But if we're gonna get stuck and lost, would that be I'm trying to understand this process. So, okay, we should have discussed this before we rolled the bones. What in this circumstance would we consider a bad outcome? Would it be getting lost? Would it be the trees attacking us?
In my opinion, a bad outcome would be being attacked, instantly dying, getting teleported into a wall, and then a nothing result is just endlessly walking and waving through trees until we decide to turn around, or nothing could even potentially be being stuck there forever until eventually something happens, and maybe that's 10 hours, 20 hours, or 5 days, or 20 days. That's probably a nothing result, in my opinion.
That last part sounds like a bad result. Am I crazy, or what part of that seems neutral to you?
I mean, it seems neutral to me because these trees are magic, and I don't know, some part of me feels like that wouldn't be a bad result for trying to get past the only barrier that this dragon horde has. There was probably also a door, but I don't remember that part.
Question. This might seem
Sure.
crazy. You have wings. Have you tried, when you fly about, you don't see the path carry on forward at all? It's just more forest? Did you guys try that last time?
No. I did not try that last time.
Would you like to try that now?
No. I would not like to try that now.
But what if like Dragon Horde, like right there, like that could be valuable. And if there is a way around this without magical tincture, could the you know what? It's fine. We can come back later. If there's no magical trees, we can always send people out here with tincture juice or maybe axes or maybe a ladder.
I'm not sure if axes would be a good idea. Earlier, I used augury to determine whether or not destroying a tree in this forest would yield a good or bad result. The answer was both, which probably means the tree has some sort of deeper connection to the forest.
Got it. So no axes.
Yeah,
I guess there's a
wouldn't
reason
use
why
axes.
no one's really lumbered in this woods before. I guess yeah, that makes sense. Probably
Probably
protect it.
because you get stuck forever in hell, in Fey hell or something stupid like that.
I don't believe the Fays have a hell. I believe the Fey Wild would be considered
Yeah,
hell to
yeah.
non-Fey individuals.
I'm sure. Alright, I begin turning around back to the center then.
All right, one more path to go, and then we're good to go to bed. And he kind of like
yes.
jogs up next to you, and he's like, "So, question, you didn't
Uh-huh.
want the flying, everything, how's the flying situation?"
Oh, it's going great. I'm flying alright. You can see me flying.
You are walking, are you not?
Mm-hmm. That's how the situation's going. I don't want to fly.
Got it. Is this a situation where if we were in a really high tree and I pushed you, you would fly, or would I have to dive after you with my assuming I have wings and catch you kind of situation?
I remember tell you you're kind of annoying.
I don't have. Yeah, that's fair. Yep, that's cool. And he kind of like just takes a few steps back, kind of like hangs his head behind you as he walks in silence the rest of the way.
I give it a good 5 to 10 seconds after I say that, before I answer. I don't know. Is the answer to your question. And I don't want to find out.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Besides, I don't have wings. I wouldn't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I can tell. I know you don't have wings.
I could probably grow some. It's probably in my genes.
Yeah, How old are you?
You want like human equivalent or like my actual years on this planet?
I'm a bird. Think I have any... I don't know how Dragonborn genes work. Do Dragonborn ever grow wings?
Not typically. I mean,
Oh, so you're just
Not-
better than the
not-
rest.
not because of their I'm just saying, if you look at a dragon, they all usually small except have wings, and I'm like really my Punnett square might not like be, but like it's there somewhere. I think.
You ever get scared that the disappearance of the dragons might somehow include Dragonborn?
Oh, I shit myself every night.
That's below average.
What? I'm gonna ignore that and continue on the question.
Excuse
Yeah, it's quite a concern actually. The people that help defend the city of the Dragon Guard. In fact, that is one of the things they're researching. They're keeping an eye on the Dragonborn population in particular and seeing if it's dwindling at all, because they're worried that it might be affected. Same with kobolds. They're trying to, not that anyone can fucking keep count kobolds, but any known kobolds settlements and like not settlements, settlements, making sure like they're not just disappearing. Because we don't know the wish that Jamie did. We don't know if it's like it happened and nothing else is going to happen after that, or if it's like an ongoing thing. We don't know what's going to happen. It's still a very real possibility that I wake up one day and I go to bed one day and I wake up somewhere else, or I don't wake up at all. But that's okay. I spend my days usually, for the most part, serving others or serving something else. So I'm content if this day or the next is my last. I've done my time. I think I've given back what I owe.
That's very fair.
Are birds at all? No, that's a silly question. Never mind. Never mind.
Almost everything you say is silly. Just spit it out, man.
No. It's fine.
Are birds religious? To
No,
answer your
no.
question,
That was not my question, but please continue. I'm now curious.
Man
yes.
is a cleric, and you're asking if he's religious.
I am. Well, most birds are kind of religious. They do believe in some sort of sky god. But people on the tall spire, it was kind of here and there. It was never really impressed upon people, that kind of thing. I was not religious at all growing up, but it came to me on a whim, eventually, one day.
So most people at your at the tree, the same god, like it was like a communal thing.
No, it was not the same god. It was actually, I'm not even sure if there was a name to the god, if I can even remember. It was kind of the idea of one.
Oh, just like the essence of the sky, almost like a sky spirit, more so.
That's a good way to put it. That is a good way to put it.
Oh, okay. That's not too dissimilar from some of the other cultures I've read about. There is a tribe of I don't remember if it's one race, but there's a tribe off to the south that it's something similar. They live in a forest, and it's with the trees. They all believe in not a tree god, but like the tree, the earth and tree will provide, and the way it weaves its branches and all this kind of like, I don't want to say mystic, but like spiritual belief in like this idea rather than like an entity. And it's nice, I guess. I always think it's better to have a name, potentially a face to put to. I don't want to say worship, but like maybe worship. When something goes right, something goes wrong, there's something that we can point to and be like, "Hey, kind of your jurisdiction. What happened?"
Well, if that's your preference, what's the name of your deity?
Uh, that's not important. Um,
I'd like to roll insight. I would like to. That's not very good. Let's see here. I have 1d8 inspiration, which I will use. That's good. 15. Okay. Mod 22. I would like to see. Is there any way I can detect why Leon might be so dodgy about this question?
Okay, so you want to try to figure out why he seems so like
Dodgy about this question, the name of his deity, on 22.
On a 22. Okay. You kind of like give him like an up and down, and he's kind of like trying his hardest not to fidget and like be cool and assume that like he gave like a solid straight answer, But you kind of see right through that, and he seems to be like sweat dripping down his neck, that he's trying to like hide. You get the sense that everyone sees him in the church constantly. Everyone clearly he's a holy man. There's no reason to think he's anything other than holy. I mean, he's a paladin. Um, but no one, you don't think anyone has ever like asked him about his faith. There's a chance maybe you think maybe people are assuming that he is a holy man just because he carries around that book of the gods, but you've never heard him talk about one deity over the other, or like when he doesn't, you've seen him in battle when he does his spells or cast, and you've never seen a holy symbol. You've never seen really anything to point to one deity over anything else.
Multiple parking.
Okay.
So there's a chance that he might be. There's a good chance that this is the first time he's been asked this question.
And I haven't explicitly seen any kind of evidence that would make him like actually worship a god.
Nope, the only markings on his armor are that of Sky March. And yeah, you've never seen like a holy symbol. You've never seen like him at the church in front of a certain god's altar. He's usually just always tending to like all the altars. He runs worship for any god. He's got like the whole calendar set up. There's been never any indication that you can remember that points to one deity.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll keep that information to myself and continue on the walk.
Y'all make it back to the clearing, and he goes, "All right, it's getting close to night. We could go check out the last path, but by the time we get there and back, it'll probably definitely be dark unless it's a quick one. Or I guess we could camp for the night and check it out in the morning."
All right, let's do that.
Lovely. He kind of like goes to open his bag of holding to pull out some supplies, and as he opens it, he looks in it quickly, like snarls his nose and closes it, and goes, "You got any camping supplies on you?"
Yeah. What kind of camping supplies?
Got something to like start a fire, maybe some food.
Let's see here. I have my. Let me look up the context of the priest's pack. Yes, I do have food. Or do I? Oh, 2 days of rations, I see. Yeah. Pull out the rations, and I do have a tinderbox if I didn't want to use a spell to start a fire.
Perfect. Because as the sun was going down, it does get pretty cool at night. Not like fucking cold, but it's a little nippy. The breeze is picked up from the south. It's like if you wouldn't mind, fire and food would be nice. I would.
What? What'd you say,
I'm
Tony?
not.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know my mic. I thought my mic was still muted. I was gonna say shout out to Kree for being more prepared than the guy that was planning the journey to begin with.
Leon pipes up. It's not that like I don't have the supplies on me per se, but well, I kept them in the bag, and it's a big space in there, but somehow I don't think I could stand more than like a quick glance in the bag right now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess when you take even just scraps, tiny scraps of decomposing carcass and shove it in a small container on top, it smells a little.
All right, I use my tinderbox, and actually, is there any wood nearby? Is there already like a wood pile started?
There's a wood pile near the camp, and there's some kindling. Like there's like a few logs stacked up in a triangle, and then next to it, in one of the little crates, is like some like twigs and sticks.
All right, I gather enough wood for fire for the night, and I use the tinderbox to light the wood.
Give me a perception check.
23.
Last time you were like, oh, that was branch in the wind. This time, something from the south, like with the almost with the wind. Something definitely moved in the forest.
Okay. I continue attempting to use the tinderbox to light the fire, and I meet eyes with Leon. And what do? I tilt my head toward the south as I continue to light the fire.
He kind of like raises an eyebrow and tries to like nonchalantly look towards the south. That's pretty fucking good, actually. And he just kind of like looks as if he's like, they're just kind of scanning the horizon, and then looks back at you and just kind of like nods while making eye contact with you, and places a hand on his sword.
I have Crackle on hand next to me, ready at any time. You. Okay. How does action prepping work again?
You can prep an action to say, if something like this happens, I want to use my action to do this.
And is that, practically speaking, a turn I'm able to take before combat if I'm ready?
If you're sitting here, like, say you're in a room and you're like, I want to prepare an action to the next person that walks through the door, I'm going to throw a fireball at. If someone walks through the door, you get to throw a fireball, and then everyone rolls initiative.
Okay. The next... Ooh, hold on. Okay. The next humanoid I see that is not Leon, I will cast Hold Person on. I would like to prep that as my action.
Okay. Give me another perception check really quick.
20. Or mod 20.
Got it. There is definitely movement come from the south, and it is almost upon you. So much so that you see it's dark, and I don't have dynamic vision figured out, but you see, 1 second. Let me fix this. You see what definitely appears to be a tree approaching the edge of the clearing.
Is this considered a humanoid?
Let me ask you a question, Richard.
Yeah?
Is a tree a humanoid?
How tall is this tree? Does he have, like, arms? Does he have legs?
Oh, 1 second. Let me fix his scale.
Oh, no.
Person.
Because this tree is, like, taller than, like, 11 feet, it's probably not a humanoid in my opinion. Well, you know, if this tree is, like, 9 feet tall, he's got, like, a branch for each arm and, like, 2 stalks for legs. Like, maybe he's got, like, some sort of, like, face-ish.
There we go. Is that right? No, I'm sorry.
You want the shit to be bigger? Oh my god. How tall is a 3x3? Isn't this guy, like, 40 feet now?
He is technically 32 feet tall.
Oh my god.
He's like 32 feet tall. He's pretty massive. It
He
looks
got
like
he's got this close. Oh my
oh,
god.
he's like at the edge of the thing as he's coming up on the clearing. Pretty like you guys are aware of him, but he is being pretty stealthy. If you guys weren't like keen-eyed on his position, he'd be almost silent.
Does this tree appear to have hostile intent?
Give me an insight.
That is good. Mod 20 again.
This tree seems very, very angry.
Okay, man. Alright, alright. Well, that's probably not a humanoid, so I can't, my prep action doesn't exactly work. Is combat not already started?
I was giving you like that little bit of time before he breaks the edge of the clearing, and we're gonna roll initiative.
I'm shocked, dude. I'm shocked. I'm not doing it. I was ready to hold person, and there's just a giant ass tree.
When you said humanoid, I'm like, ooh, you said humanoid.
It's hold person, it's not hold tree.
Goes into forest to look for moving trees. Sees something move in the forest. I'm gonna try to hold person.
I don't got a hold tree spell.
All
Am
right.
am I rolling initiative?
Yeah, give me initiative.
Dex. Yeah. 11.
All right, it is Leon, then you, then Tree.
Oh, tree is so slow. Look at this motherfucker. -5 agility, bro.
Didn't you get snuck up on by that fucking 32-foot tall tree?
We knew he was
No,
there.
they saw him. He was sneaking. They saw him.
Okay.
Leon Cree. All right, Leon, who was aware but still kind of like, what the fuck, a goddamn tree, is going to. God, I did not give this dude a lot of. That's fine. Gonna roll up, and he's just gonna swing. Actually, no. He is going to. This is probably a really bad idea. But he's gonna wind up his breath attack in a cone at the tree. Leon is a red dragon, so fire spews forth. Cone dex -1. Well, he passed. What does he have? Yep. So let's roll. This one will take full damage. That's some damage, I guess.
How much is
And-
some damage, DM?
And I'm out.
The fire seems to have hurt him, but not as much as you would hope that fire would hurt a massive tree.
Okay.
1 second. I believe this is a bonus action. I just want to double check because I didn't write it down. Yeah. He's then gonna turn to you and kind of with his shield pointed at you, cast Shield of Faith on you. So you've got +2 to your AC.
Okay. +2 to AC. I have a lot of AC now. I have a fuck ton of AC now. Oh my god.
All right, Kree, your turn.
I shall cast Call Lightning. It is it's a 60-foot radius. I guess just centered on the center of the tree there.
Cool.
And I shall strike the tree with a lightning bolt, and I shall channel divinity to deal max damage. So I shall not roll for that. And it makes a dex saving throw, and it needs to beat 16.
Perfect. Could you give me a religion check real quick?
That's below average. 8 plus religion. 8 plus. Oh, that's good. 15. Oh, wait. Yeah. 15.
15. Okay. Um, odds or evens, Richard?
Even.
Even. Okay.
50. Fuck my ass.
You go to raise Crackle up and cast Call Lightning. Crackle sizzles with electricity and then fizzles.
Below average.
It has been quite a minute since you've tried to tap into that connection and actually use magic, especially a powerful spell such as this.
Okay. That's great. All right.
Rich, just bash it on our Brock and try again. I'm sure it'll work.
I'm sure it will work. Is there a way I can? Is there some kind of roll I can make to potentially determine Leon's AC?
Oh yeah, give me just insight. Should be fine.
17.
On a scale of 1 to 50, maybe like a 21.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. I can't cast 2 spells in 1 turn. I am going to.
I won't consider that failed attempt a cast.
I shall cast Shield of Faith on Leon.
Give me a religion check at advantage.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's 19.
Shield of Faith goes off. His AC is +2 as long as you're concentrating.
Okay. Does this tree have some sort of cleave attack? I kind of doubt it. What's my movement? I am going to move right there. Is where I'm going to move.
Got it.
And that's my turn.
Lovely. Tree's turn. On the tree's turn, you see it kind of like sink its like arms into the ground momentarily, like both arms. And then you see to your left. 1 second. Did that work? Where? Okay, we're about to just do this. To your left, you see another tree appear, and then to its right, you see another tree appear.
And they're all the same size.
They are all the same size.
Okay, that's good. Really good.
You then see it sunk its arms into the ground, and when it brings them back up, in its right hand is a massive rock, which it's gonna chuck at you. I'm guessing a 14 doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
Cool. That is tree 1's turn. Let's roll initiative for the other 2 trees. Wow. Okay. And, all right. The tree to your left kind of rears up and walks within striking distance of Leon and is going to swing. One of them misses. He comes out with both hands. One misses, The other one, however, is a critical hit.
Okay.
Let me get my calculator out.
Homeboy getting his shit rocked by a tree.
It's over.
This is how Kree dies.
It's
Leon
over.
takes 34 damage, and he looks very much worse for wear. Like, very much.
Boy doesn't have HP. Cool.
That brings us to Leon's turn. Oh, let's see if he makes his con save. His Constitution save and throw on your Shield of Faith.
Yep.
He does. He does. You still have your Shield of Faith.
Mm.
He's going to cast. He's gonna. Actually, how many hit points does he have? How much? Oh yeah. He's gonna heal himself for 25 hit points from his lay on hands.
This is a bad time, but can I roll a perception check to see what he is, how he is casting this?
Beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's 19.
Oh, shit. Oh. You see him like he's down on one knee. He kind of like puts a hand on his shield and like starts to go pull himself up. And as he's pulling himself up, his wounds seem to like close on him with like this red like aura. At first, you think it's just like his skin is kind of glowing, but no, it seems to be like this reddish tint like emanating just on his like arms, and he just kind of like hefts himself back up, and he looks
Which one?
much better.
Okay, gotcha.
Now it's Tree 3's turn. Tree 3 is going to chuck one rock at the man that just tried to stand up. And that's a hit. Oh, God. And Leon stands up, kind of like steadies himself with his sword and shield, and instantly a rock comes on. He tries to like block it with his shield, and it just like crushes him, and he goes back down to one knee, looking more fucked up than the first time he went down.
It's a rock. Or is it a boulder? Yeah,
It's like a boulder. It's a boulder. Kree, it's your turn.
It sure is my turn.
It's a rock.
Said these trees are 32 feet tall.
30 to 32 feet tall, yeah.
There's not much I can do in this situation.
How is Kree feeling in this situation?
Tree's feeling pretty helpless, you know. Tree's feeling like, you know, if Leon weren't here, I would just run. But I don't think Leon could survive this situation. So it is probably better to die with Leon than to run. Surely this is the play. each creature. No, that sucks. Okay. This one then. Sleep Storm, heavily obscured. Okay. Are these trees capable of falling prone?
Yeah.
Okay. I cast Sleet Storm. It's a 40-foot radius and a 20-foot height. Which, to be honest, isn't even a high enough height to reach from like head to toe of the trees. But I'll center Sleet Storm so that it hits all three of the trees. I don't even think we're going to be doing any kind of moving. But yeah, it's a 40-foot radius, so where's the measure? Okay. Well, yeah, you know what? How about first? I attempt to cast Sleet Storm. Since you're
Yeah,
gonna
give
do
me
something.
give me a religion check.
Yeah, thanks. It's 14.
Cool. Tell me, what is Creed tried to cast a spell, it didn't work, then cast Return of Faith, and it worked. Going to cast a spell again. What is Cree thinking about? How is Cree trying to channel this spell?
Kree is trying to tap into the power that he used to have, he's had for many, many years now, and he hasn't needed to use this. He hasn't felt the desire to use this for many weeks. And he is just wishing that he had it right now, or he wishes he had some sort of agency to do something about Leon.
All right, one last question, and answer honestly for Cree. Does Cree feel he is worthy of saving Leon right now?
No.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
Sleet Storm casts.
Okay. Sleet Storm. It is difficult terrain. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a Dex saving throw. On a failed save, it falls prone, and also it is heavily obscured.
Got it.
Alright, so that is my turn.
Lovely. So Tree 1 is going to make its Dex save. It's a DC 16, you said?
16.
Tree 1 goes prone.
Let's go. This 32-foot tree is fallen prone.
The little snail is going to mean prone for now. The ground area is covered with silica, which creatures, blah, blah. Okay. And it's heavily obscured.
Yes.
Well, Leon and you are right in front of it. It's going to use half of its movement speed to get back up. And it's going to try to take a swing at you with both of its hands. It's going to slam down. What the fuck are these rolls? That's a 15 and a 12.
No, does not hit.
That is the tree's turn. So now we're going to go to tree number 2, which is the one to the left. Tree 2 is going to make its Dex saving throw. And it meets it with an exactly 16, so it doesn't fall prone. And is going to try to once again, not once again, but like his companion, try to slam you. And wow, okay, he just doesn't like rolling high against you. That's a nat 1 and a fucking 13. That's that tree's turn. Back to Leon. Oh boy, buddy Leon.
He needs to also roll the save.
Oh, let's see if Leon falls on his ass. That's a nat 1.
Mint.
All right.
Perfect.
Leon, on his turn, tries to get his foot in, and he tries to like advance on the tree in front of him to swing, and as he goes, he just face plants into the ice. And he's gonna use all of his movement to stand back up. And he's just gonna swing at the tree. That'll be a hit, and he is going to burn a second level spell slot. Two, three, 4, 5d8 for a total of 31 damage.
By
Lovely,
the turn.
not bad. The tree does not seem to be phased. Leon, after he swings, kind of calls over to you and goes, "Might be a long shot, but if this one summoned the other two, they might go away if we kill them."
Well, a guess is better than no guess.
And with that, we're going to move on to tree number 3.
By the
who is
way, I
going to-
cannot see the names of entities that are not my party.
Yes, currently I don't have the names on
Okay,
them.
gotcha.
I should just for clarity. It would make it easy, actually, so you know who you're. Do you see tree 1?
No. You could just say right tree, left tree, and then far tree.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So right tree is gonna go. Right tree is going to make its deck save. Fail, fall on his ass. Therefore, only have half of his movement speed. So he's got 15 feet of movement. That's
Oh,
enough
that
to.
tree.
Yeah, right tree. That
I thought
gets
that was the
him.
far tree. No,
I
that's
was
the right
consider
tree.
that right tree. You know what? Here, we're gonna actually.
Could do bottom right, top right, left, and then left.
Why is it not showing it? Is my question.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go. I see the tree number 1 now.
yeah, I know what was happening. There's tree 2. And now. There we go.
Okay.
Cool. Roll 20. I'll learn it eventually.
We're getting there.
Tree's just gonna slam. Actually, no. Tree's gonna throw a rock at the dude casting this spell. That's a 26 to hit.
That will hit, but I will expend a lucky dice to make him re-roll that.
And that's a 13.
He missed.
Lovely. Kree, it's your turn.
Let's see here. I have 2 spells I'm concentrating on right now. One of them held by Crackle, and the other held by my mind. So I literally cannot cast another concentration spell. So that's good. I think I'm going to. That's fucking crazy. this this is a creature made of inorganic or organic material, in your opinion?
Organic. It is alive. It is a tree.
Okay. I don't have a single target spell as is the problem. Okay. I am going to cast Shatter then. On the right side of the arena so that it hits tree 1 and 3, but not either me or Leon.
Sounds good. That's a con save?
Yes. Let me check that. Shatter, it is a con saving throw.
I know this game.
I shall
Wow, they both fail.
channel divinity, so that it rolls max damage. So it's 24 thunder damage.
Cool. Before I go to do that damage, you want to give me a religion check real quick?
Oh yeah, I'd love to. If I can just adore doing that. Plus 17. Getting lucky.
Odds or evens?
Even.
Ooh, that's good for you.
That is good.
It casts.
All right. Both of the trees take 24 thunder damage.
Lovely. As Kree was casting that spell, what was going through his head?
I wish I had something more to protect Leon with. Because so far I'm not in any danger at all, but Leon is. But there's nothing more I can do than just this.
Got it. All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Tree 1. Gonna make his deck save to see if he falls on ice. He doesn't. He's then going to bring both his hands down on the one that keeps fucking hitting him and make him fall on ice. Does a 22 hit?
No.
And then that means now with that 18. So that is a swing and a miss from tree 1. On to tree number 2, who's going to make a dexterity saving throw and fall on his ass. Spend half his movement getting up.
We're out here making earthquakes. 30 feet trees falling over, get back up.
Oh, this is going to have some lasting damage. Does a 25 hit?
That does. What is he hitting me with? One of his branches?
His hands. He's just slamming down both of his hands.
That does hit me, and I will allow it to hit me.
Cool. That is going to be 16 damage.
Okay. 16. I shall thunderously bludgeon him. I shall thunderously rebuke him. Deal 2d8 lightning, and what do you think do I have? Okay. I think I have one more challenge underneath. Yeah, I shall channel divinity. Wait, sorry. Which tree is hitting me?
Tree number 2, who has not been damaged yet.
Okay, I shall not channel divinity. Sorry, but I will still rebuke him for 2d8. That is a d20. What the fuck am I doing? I've been rolling only d20 in case. Do I add anything to this roll? Third. It's a dex saving throw the tree makes.
Oh no. That's a 16.
That means so he takes 14 halved, 7 lightning damage. Does he appear to take any extra damage from lightning?
No.
Okay.
Lovely. It's Leon's turn. He's gonna bonus action cure wounds himself because he's looking a little worse for wear. some HP back. Yeah. It's better than nothing. And he's going to wind up to swing again on tree number 1. That's going to hit. And he is going to once again smite this bitch with a 2nd level spell slot. Wow, that's some really shit rolls, Leon. I'm sorry. That is only 18 damage. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5d8. Holy fucking shit.
Oof.
The tree is at this point bloodied. Or not bloodied, splintering.
Of course, of course.
And now that is going to be tree number 3's turn. Who is going to make his dex save. And fail, fall on his ass. Have his movement speed to get back up. And going to slam down on Leon. Both of those are going to hit. Oh.
Okay, he's dead. Okay then.
Leon goes down.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm still going to need that calculator up. All right. Let's see here. That is now your turn, Kree.
Good. I have no more level 2 spell slots. I don't have a level 4 spell slot. I do have 2 level 3 spell slots. Is the tree to my immediate left appear to be magical in nature?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, that is a natural 20.
Okay. Here's what you get to know. 1, these trees are clearly magic. 2, that tree seems to have definitely been awoken by the first treant. So it's unclear if it's its own entity or if it's merely like a replica of Tree 1. They don't appear to be sharing the same damage. So it's probably a mix between a clone / a summon. But it is magical in nature. But that's true because it's a walking tree.
Okay. You said tree 1 is bloody?
Tree 1 is splintering.
Approximately how much damage has been dealt to him? Since you said the damage numbers so far. He's taken like 30 from Leon. I've dealt 24 to him.
And then
how many times like hit by
Leon has hit him twice. The first time for like 30ish, the second time for like 18.
8, I did 24. There's like no way I'm gonna be able to kill this tree. Got nothing left in the tank. Okay, I'm just gonna try to do something that might work, because it might work. I shall cast Dispel Magic on the tree to my left.
Give me a religion check.
15.
Odds or evens?
Even.
You what's Kree thinking about? How's Kree doing?
Kree is feeling hopeless, but I will still not abandon Leon. Kree wishes that he just had some more power to himself, and I wish that Kree wishes he wasn't entirely reliant on channeling stuff through Crackle here to do literally anything.
So where's he? Is he like? Okay.
Kree's just fucking
This-
stressed.
Your spell doesn't cast.
I'm about to die here. That's what Kree's thinking. Yeah. I'm going to cast Healing Word, since I believe that's a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
on myself. Do I need to roll a religion check for that one too?
Nope.
I restore. 6 health to myself.
Yep.
And that's my turn. I will not move.
Tree 1 raises both its arms and goes to bring them down on Leon.
While he's downed.
Yep. The first one is a miss. 1 second. The second one is definitely a hit. Two. Yeah, the second one's a hit, so Leon is at 2 death fails with that hit. As you see this tree just kind of like crush Leon's armor a little bit, like bend it into like his chest. He is not looking good. Tree number 2 is going to turn to Kree and try to hit you. Does a 24 hit?
No. Oh, wait.
D-
There's no longer concentration on Shield of Faith. Tree number
Correct.
2. I shall expend my second luck dice so you can reroll that.
Cool. That's a nat 1. However, does the 28 of the second attack hit you?
It does. I will expend my last luck dice for him to reroll that.
That's an 18.
That
Both
misses.
those miss. Okay. On that one, does anything happen? I'm gonna say on that nat 1. Oh, I never did his deck save. One sec. He falls prone. He falls prone, gets up, goes to swing. They both miss, and in that he falls prone again, and we're gonna leave him prone until the start of his next turn. Prone. All right, it's Leon's turn, and this is gonna be done in secret, so you're not gonna know. So let's see what happens here. Okay. It's true number 3's turn. Who's he gonna do this? He can't really squeeze there. Okay. He's gonna go boop, boop. All right, up to you, and he's gonna bring down his 2 fists. Does a 22 hit?
No, actually.
Cool. Both of those miss. It's now your turn, Craig.
Okay. Okay, I no longer need to hold concentration on Shield of Faith because Leon is downed. I shall cast Call Lightning. just above me. Do I need to roll religion check whether or not I cast that?
Give me a religion check at advantage.
It's good I did get it at advantage. Not that it might not matter. 15. First roll's a natural 1.
Where is Kree trying to like draw? Is Kree still trying to channel through Crackle to cast a spell?
Not really any more. Crackle's always been the thing that Kree has always like channeled spells through, but as of this entire combat, almost it hasn't been working. So, kind of holding Crackle and doing it in its like movement because it's habit, because it's muscle memory, but more just like panically drawing like mental reserves in an attempt to cast spells from my head, basically. Even though I know that's not like even a thing. So technically, I'm using Crackle as like the way to cast spells, but like I am.
You're not channeling
using,
the power through it. It's just
no,
a tool.
it's just a tool.
Cool. What spell were you casting?
Call Lightning. It's a level 3 spell.
Crackle rubs with lightning, ready to go.
Okay. Yeah. I shall strike the ground in between both of those trees with Call Lightning, and I still have a Channel Divinity left for that 2, so I shall Channel Divinity to roll max damage. It's a Dex saving throw from both of them, and it deals 30 if they fail. Lightning.
Both of them fail. So, cool. This dude is at that much. All right. Tree 1 is getting there. He ain't doing too hot. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. I casted my spell.
After that successful cast where you weren't really trying to like do it your usual way, you felt not so much like a switch, but something felt different about that. You've casted magic for a long time now, and it felt differently. Usually the tingle is like the tingle is like in your fingers, like as Crackle electrifies in the spell cast. This time it felt more like internal, like the electricity was coursing through you, not just through Crackle. And on that, it's going to be Tree 1's turn. Who's going to turn to hit Kree? That's a 29 to hit.
Okay.
That's going to be 10 damage. 10 bludgeoning.
Okay. I have 28 health. That attack, I shall use my reaction to thunderously rebuke him. He needs to make a Dex saving throw.
Fails.
Okay. He then shall take 4 plus 37 lightning damage.
Cool. All right. Tree number 2's turn. He's also going to swing his arms down upon you. 26 hit?
Yep.
So that means also with that 28. Oh. I shouldn't have put these away. I still needed them. Why can't I do simple addition? I've been doing it so well all night. $17. That's 20 bludgeoning damage.
I am 8 health.
That brings us to Leon's turn. And now tree number 3's turn. He's going to bring down his hands and miss horrendously. Which brings us to Kree. Your turn again. You're surrounded by these tree ants. Only one of them even appears to be remotely injured. And Leon is very much bleeding out on the floor.
So for the record, because the first spell I cast in combat was Shield of Faith, which was in Crackle, which maintains concentration. The second spell was Sleet Storm, and you just hit me twice, I think. So I need to roll concentration for that. That succeeds. That definitely fails. So I lost concentration in Sleet Storm. The Lightning Cloud is still there. And I will do pretty much the only thing I can, which is... well, first I'll heal myself with... Healing Word. 7 health. So I'm at 15. And then I shall strike the trees next to me, to my right, with the Call Lightning Cloud. They make a dex check.
Both fail.
Okay, 3d10. This is a 10 dice. Yes. 6, 5, 11, 9, 20 lightning damage to both of them. And that's my turn.
Christ. Oh, fuck. You can't make this fucking shit up. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, not really,
Everyone-
no.
Everyone is gonna. That's the first one I'm gonna ask you. How is it's going better for Kree, right? The spells are
No.
coming.
No, it's
spells are
not
coming,
going
though.
better. Oh, the
Oh.
spells are coming better, but I'm still in perilous danger, and Leon is dying. Actually, he's probably already dead. From my mind, he's dead. From Kree's mind, that's not entirely like a loss, because I do have Revivify, and I've been saving a spell slot for Revivify. But I also are people aware of the general rule that you can only be revived once in this world?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if Leon's already died before, but I'm gonna hope he is, so I'm maintaining hope of that, at least. So there is a way out, but I'm still in perilous danger of dying, because there's no guarantee that these other 2 trees will disappear.
Got it. I'm gonna go to tree 1, who's gonna swing on you. Both miss. You're fine. You're fine. Tree number 2. 26 to hit.
That is.
Cool. You're gonna take 12 bludgeoning damage.
I have 3 health.
All right. It's Leon's turn. Now it's tree number 3's turn. He's gonna walk up. Not walk up. He doesn't need to walk. He's right next to you. And he's gonna swing. There's a 25 hit.
Yes. Goodbye, cruel world.
There's a 23 hit.
Yes.
Cool, cool, cool. All right. How much HP does Kree have?
3?
Oh, 3. Oh. Oh.
I'm down. I'm down. If you have any kind of damage modifier on the hit, then I'm down.
All right. This tree raises both of its arms, and both come down and connect with you. And you feel your body go limp under you. As you're fallen into the realm of unconscious. What's going through Kree's head?
Sorry, Leon.
What?
And I'd struggle to say that out loud as best as I can.
I need you to give me first a Constitution saving throw.
It's Constitution. It is a 10.
Okay. Now give me a religion at advantage, please.
18, 18, 25.
Perfect. What is Kree willing to do right now to fix this, to not go down? What is Kree willing to do right now?
Willing to do pretty much anything short of compromising my morals.
And what are those morals?
The morals are that my friends are important. The lives of innocents are, while not extremely important to me personally, they should be protected because they've done nothing wrong. Evil should be punished always, and most importantly, those who have wronged me will be punished. That I will have my revenge against them. So I would do anything that doesn't compromise those.
Okay. Anything that wouldn't compromise those. I don't want to phrase this. As you're on this weird space of time is slow. You are falling to your knees while this is happening. Crackle is still gripped in your hands, and it sparks. The spark flows through you into your brain, and you hear a familiar voice, and it's that of your old friend Talos, who's just laughing for a solid 5 seconds before you just hear the words weak. And Crackle disappears from your hand. And I would like you to give me one more Constitution saving throw, please. At advantage.
$17.
Okay. Okay. A new voice in your head, not really a voice, I guess it's a voice you haven't probably listened to in a while. That little voice in the back of your head that tells you what's good, what's right, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. It kind of pipes up a little bit, little self conversation here as you're falling to your death. It goes, so that's it, huh? Just like that, we're just gonna take it down.
What would you have me do? I've done all that I can. At least all that I think I can. Here I am falling, and my own god laughs at me. As if he would know my struggle.
Your god? What the fuck? You haven't thought about that fat fuck in who knows how long? At least a month? He ain't your god. He doesn't give you power. Have you really, can you truly say you've done all you can?
I don't know. I feel like I've done all I can. Maybe not as of recent, but in that last sprawl that I've had fighting alongside Leon, I feel like I did all that I could. But all I've done in my life, I haven't done all that I can, and I wish I could do more.
Why don't you do a little bit more? Huh?
Hell, why don't I?
What are you? It's your body. It's your power. Just get up. Just stand up.
Okay. Let me just do that. I sarcastically say. I don't know, can I get up to you?
Do you attempt to stand up?
Yeah.
All right. All this monologue happens, and instead of like falling just flat on your face, you kind of like catch yourself on your knee. And what you said a while ago kind of sticks in your head. Your morals, that list of morals you had, it kind of like burns itself into your brain. Um, you kind of see in like the back of your mind, you picture like words being inscribed on a tablet, and it's just those morals being like codified in stone. Um, and you don't feel strong. You feel on death's door. Um, but for now, you are on your knee, 1 HP, and I would like you to pull up your new character sheet.
I have it right here.
Perfect. Please use that moving forward.
Okay. What's one?
And it is your turn. In fact, that worked
Okay.
out perfectly.
Okay. Gotcha. So how wounded is tree number 1?
Tree number 1, I shit you not, I rolled everything. He is very fucking close to death. Like, the man should be splinters.
Okay. I shall use my bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike. And then I shall hit tree number 1.
Give me that attack roll. Oh, I should mention, when you like stood back up, Crackle did reappear back into your hands.
Okay. I probably hit this thing because I rolled 26.
On tree number 1 you're hitting, right?
Yes, I did.
That's a
tree
hit.
number 1. Okay. How do I roll damage? Crackle is okay. Holy shit. 7, 11, 17. And then, since I'm giving it my all here, how does Divine Smite work? Divine Smite. Okay, I'll also expel Smite slot. Or spell slot to Smite. I deal 16 piercing damage and 10 radiant damage to the tree with my first hit.
How would you like to do this?
I would. Is there enough strength in my body to perform acrobatic maneuvers?
Fuck no.
Okay, well, in that case, even though I did a melee hit, would you allow me to throw throw Crackle anyways?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Then as if I'm about to javelin toss it, I charge it up with Smite, and there's wind appearing around my hand here because of Zephyr Strike, and I throw it at the base of the tree as hard as I can, and it embeds itself into the tree, and crackles of radiant energy come out from Crackle, and then I recall it back into my hand as the tree splinters and cuts itself in half, falling over.
As it falls to the ground, the other 2 trees, they don't disappear, but they like the legs and arms kind of like fuse back, and they return to the trees that they once were. Combat is over. Give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, I got a natural 20. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Disadvantage. Despair. Oh, I still rolled so fucking high. Holy shit. I got a 21.
Perfect. We're gonna stay in initiative order, and you're gonna have to do that every turn. The first time you fail, I'm not gonna tell you what the fail number is. You are going to pass out.
Okay.
It is
So-
currently your turn. You have movement, action, bonus action.
Okay, so. Alright, I'm going to walk over to Leon. And then I will use my. So there's no enemies around me, right? But we're still in an initiative order.
Still in initiative order, no enemies.
Okay, I shall use all of my LOH onto Leon. Which is, I think it's 35. Yeah.
Okay.
I shall LOH Leon for 35.
Nothing happens. Leon is sitting there with a massive dent in his plate armor, caving his chest in, splinters covering his face and arms, his shield in kind of bent as well.
That is all I can do. I don't think there's anything I can do with a bonus action. So I guess that's the end of my turn.
Cool. Let me roll a thing. Wow. Wow. All right. Let me just find this really quick because I had it pulled up, but then I lost it. All right. We're gonna go back to your turn while this is doing it. Give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Rolled so high. 19.
Okay, you are still up. Give me just a moment. Just a moment. All right, what do you do with your turn?
I force feed him a supreme healing potion.
Nothing happens.
That's my turn.
Okay. You see, as you try to force feed this potion down his throat, you're exhausted. You're winded. At first, you think you're just seeing like the potion, the red liquid spew all over, but you notice that that same like red energy you noticed when Leon cast it, lay on hands, kind of starts emanating from his body, and like almost like lifted up from his body all over, forming into like a little like fire sprite shape, like a little like flame, brightest in the center, like with wispy ends, before it just kind of starts floating upward.
Can I take an action during this time?
Go for it.
I would like to use command on the floating sprite and tell it to return. It's a
Okay.
wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, give me a moment. That
The DC is 14.
it kind of hovers in the air and doesn't instantly go down. It's kind of confused, if you could say confused. It doesn't appear to be a living creature. It appears to be some kind of almost energy source, but it does respond to your words, not obeying them, but definitely responding. and it kind of circles you for a minute. Give me a Arcana check.
Roll really high. Arcana. 22.
22. Okay. This appears to be, you're not quite sure what, but it appears to be some kind of very powerful magic. You get the same kind of vibe that you used to get from Crackle, how Crackle gave you your power. This appears to be almost like a pool of like magical energy.
Okay. And it's circling me, and it did not return to Leon's body.
Did not return to Leon's body.
Well, there's nothing I can do. I already told you to return. Go back to Leon.
It continues to circle you for a little bit before stopping in front of you.
Don't fucking do this.
And it kind of hovers in front of your face, like directly eye level in front of your face. And as like the wisps of like red magical energy kind of flicker, you swear for a second you could see Leon's face, just smiling before the wisp, the source of energy, kind of dissipates into almost a like blanket-esque kind of shape, and just slowly fuses into your body.
All right. I choose to fall unconscious.
Lovely. And that is where we're gonna stop, because that took so much longer than I thought it was gonna.
But it was beautiful.
Good session,
Holy
boys.
fucking shit.
Thanks for
We,
coming.
we did it Reddit.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. I gave you enough trouble to give you your goddamn subclass, your class.
All right, thanks.
Holy shit. I'll shit you not. You had him to 1 missing HP before he brought you down.
Oh.
He had
okay.
1 HP left.
Well, I thought that the combo was completely hopeless. I spent, let's hear. I missed. I could have spent a turn instead of dispelling magic, actually casting Call Lightning, but there was like a 50-50 chance I would even succeed anyway. Actually, lower than that.
And you had no idea if I'll let you know, Dispel Magic would not have worked.
Oh, okay, that's true.
I'll also let you know, god damn, that was closer than it should have been. That was a closer fight than it had any right being.
I thought that fight was impossible. I thought that fight was meant to be impossible.
It was meant to be very, very close to impossible. How the fight was meant to play out, and it did, was Leon to go down like instantly, and then depending on how long you do, the actions you take will determine how the rest of the fight goes.
I see.
Leon was going down no matter what.
Yeah. I'm no longer a cleric, so I cannot revivify Leon.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that was that. I apologize for the other members that just had. If you weren't interested in the Kree story, I bet that was a little long-winded. Not next week. Next week is next week bad. Week after though, be back with another one where we actually include everyone this time.
Okay. We'll be this week. The week after, I mean. If it
Week
was
after.
September 4th, I might have been high.
You might have
Yeah,
won.
no.
I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed on the 31st, which is the Thursday.
Oh.
That same week that we're having the D&D session. So if it was on the 4th of September, I might have been still on
we're doing the 28th, and then we're gonna do probably the 11th, but we'll go from there. August
It'll be a fun
28th.
time though, for sure. If I was that way,
The best.
no matter what.
The best way to
Yeah,
play
have an
D&D.
enjoyable time, right? Oh,
All right.
All right.
I didn't expect that to go that long. I had a small thing I could have done, but it's fine. Next time, everyone will get involved, and there'll be less death, probably.
TM.
Hopefully, I won't have to go into work again.
What about that? What would you say, Phil?
I said TM.
Oh,
Trademark. Less death next time.
that's the first person I've actually killed. So, and it was an NPC that I made, and I wrote the scene to kill him. So, not kill, but down him.
Rest in pepperoni.
Good session.
Thank
Hey,
you.
man, I'm
Yeah.
playing
All
D&D
in.
on my own side. I'm playing Baldur's Gate over here.
Good.
Wait, you're playing
All right.
Baldur's Gate? Which one?